Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwantner. Welcome to Selling Power TV. Today we're at Sales 2.0 in San Francisco with Aram Taghavi. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're
Thanks for having me.
Iranian,
Yeah, originally from Iran.
and there are a lot of good storytellers in Iran. And one of the best stories is if you can't figure out what you're passionate about, read this entrepreneur story. And this article has been shared like 22,000 times and has raked in what, how many, 10 million views?
Yeah, about 10 million views. I got lucky and I was able to, it was originally published in the New York Observer, and then I was able to get Ashton Kutcher to share it to his 18 million followers on Facebook. So
That is amazing.
it went pretty,
Right.
yeah, I was happy.
So your story is all about finding a passion and doing what you love doing and nothing else.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really nice ideal, and I feel like a lot of millennials, I was certainly one of them, that kind of quote unquote followed their passion, ends up kind of making a mistake because, at the end of the day, you have to put in the work, and the work, if you dig deep enough and show up every single day, you end up becoming a passionate person instead of, doing what you're passionate about, which leads people down this road to lots of mistakes, and then they get frustrated and they spiral. But if you can get through, and that's kind of what my article talks about, if you can get through all that, like I, thankfully, knock wood, have been in the process of doing for 3 years, you ultimately become this resilient, passionate person who can show up and do anything. So that's kind of the premise of the article.
So there are two terms that we should define. One is passionate, the other one is resilient.
Yeah.
And so how do you turn passion into something that's resilient?
Practice and being able to last. I feel like winning means being able to last. And it's really, me especially, I know we talked about this, it's a really personal, spiritual kind of thing where, you're really digging deep and asking yourself a lot of serious questions and valuing the answers to those questions, which makes you show up on a daily basis in a very, inspired, thoughtful, deliberate way. You become the passionate piece. You become that passionate person that I think can do things.
So right now you're in a transition where you are going to start your own company. And so you have a new vision.
Yeah.
You have a new goal. Mm-hmm. And what is the why? How would you answer the why?
Yeah, so to me, I think it boils down to service and helping people in the best way you can, and really taking that lens when you approach it to your work. I've been in the startup ecosystem my whole life. I was the first employee of a startup and built its sales organization very naturally. Now, it took me 3 years of hard work and experimentation to figure it out, but I'm now doing sales enablement technology for sales teams, and I'm really taking kind of the service and improvement and personal growth approach to how I solve the problem that we're trying to address for salespeople and sales organizations.
So if I hear you correctly, you want to enable sales organizations through self-enablement.
Yeah. Sales is probably the hardest job out there, just from like a stress and performance standpoint. So, you want to perform at your best, but with as little energy as possible. And there's all these great methodologies out there, but implementing them into practice isn't so easy. So that's what we want to do. We want to make a tool that helps people implement kind of all these great methodologies that are out there.
Name 2 or 3 methodologies.
Yeah, whether you subscribe to spin selling, or you read Jeffrey Fox, or really anything. I mean, everything seems to kind of be, the same principles kind of retold. Right. And everyone has their own style, so people need to kind of customize principles for themselves. But we want to make a tool to help them do that.
Tell me more. I'm curious.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So, technically, we are a venture-backed startup. We're in stealth mode, as whatever they make me say. But we're going to be, knock on wood, soon Focus.com, and it's going to be a software for managers and salespeople, very much in the form of I like to describe it as a Fitbit type tool for folks to use and optimize their activity and audit themselves and reflect on their activity, even audit like how they feel and have them, see that data.
Right.
I'm
So what you're
excited
saying is that there's sales enablement where you improve processes, and now you have self-enablement where you improve people.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure.